Hi, I'm Michael Smith for Nevada Trails. Tonight I have a very special show. I have Linda Sekiguchi. She is a volunteer for the Sierra Philharmonic, and welcome to Nevada Trails.
Thank you. I'm glad you have invited me to come.
Well, I absolutely love that event you have coming up 4th of July. It's just it's a beautiful event. You have about 60 professional musicians that come, and it's a special day.
It's very special. We really have a great time with Pops in the Park. In fact, this is our 30th year to do Pops in the Park, and we have all kinds of fun things going on, in addition, of course, to the wonderful Sierra Philharmonic coming down from Reno, and these are professional musicians, as you pointed out, and so the quality of music is really wonderful. And we do a patriotic theme, of course, on the 4th of July. And it's just great to have, we also have the Carson Chamber singers that participate with the orchestra in some of the numbers.
They're very good.
Excellent.
Well, the only thing that confused me last year was, for some reason, I didn't think the cannons were part of the show sometimes, but they were just going off. And then later in the program, they were part of the show. So I thought, wait a minute, is this part of the show or are they just practicing? But it was a packed house.
It was, oh my gosh, we have, people coming out of our ears. It's really a great, and the cannons last year, I don't know, somebody got mixed messages there, and somehow they went off too soon, and so then I think they decided, well, they'd just go off anyway or whatever. And we do have the group from the Civil War reenactment, that group that brings their cannons, and it's wonderful. So
the ones that have the cannons are very, very dedicated people. Mm-hmm. And if you're a little bit patriotic, after this event, you'll be a lot of patriotic, because you just can't help to shed a tear. It's that good. I mean,
exactly.
And all the people, they have the people stand up for one of the songs, and there's so many veterans that are at this event. It just gives you shivers. I got shivers right now just talking about this scene last year. And then you have the honor guard, and everybody takes the role very seriously.
And all of that's going to happen again this year. We love it. People love it. And we are going to have an addition, and it is a special rendition of the Star Spangled Banner at the beginning of the show. And it will have cannons in it, so they aren't going to be going off accidentally or out of time. And also a flyover.
Wow.
And so it will be fantastic. It will be really a fun unfortunately, our last show, the 30th annual.
Well, it's going to be at 4:30, Pops in the Park in Genoa, Mormon Station. And probably should bring some sunscreen and maybe a hat. You got a little bit of sunshine last year. I got some burnt. And then bring the kids. I think there's clowns there. Clowns there for entertaining kids, and plenty of things to do if you just enjoy the people. It's a fun museum.
It's a wonderful event. It is really family-oriented, and we do have, as you said, things for the kids. We have clowns. We have face painting, balloons, T-shirt sales, and a petting zoo. Now, did you see the petting zoo?
No.
We have a petting zoo, and it is petting instruments of the orchestra. So the kids can go into the petting zoo and they can become familiar with a violin or a tuba or a saxophone or whatever. The different instruments of the orchestra are there, and they are encouraged to become familiar with the instrument.
Well, I know if you go to their
way.
website, the Philharmonic's real proud of how much time they've spent educating kids. They throw some number like 10,000 kids in a short span of time that they've had for their classes. That's just amazing.
It is wonderful what they're doing, and this is up in Reno, that they have that very excellent program. And they have a youth orchestra as well, and the youth orchestra is going to be going international this summer. They're going up to Canada, and we'll be in on a whole festival of youth orchestras from around the globe, actually.
Well, did you mention that the 60 musicians that are playing in the Reno Philharmonic, a lot of them are teachers at UNR too?
Yes, there are many professors that are a part of the Reno Philharmonic, and so we know we have really high quality folks because they're teaching other people how to play the instrument that they're playing with the Reno Phil, and so it really makes it an excellent presentation, and they really have, I think they've come a long way too with our new director, Laura Jackson, who won't be coming down here. It's Jason Altieri that conducts the orchestra
Well,
when
he'll
they come
make you
down
laugh.
here.
If nothing doesn't make you laugh, Jason will make you laugh.
He's a fun guy, and he is an excellent director. He's the assistant director, and so he's the one that has been coming down for the past, I'm not sure how many years, probably 15 or so years. The original, I didn't tell you this, the original director of the Reno Philharmonic that brought the orchestra down here will be there.
Awesome.
And his name is Ron Daniels. And this started in 1983, and he went till 93. So for the first 10 years, Ron Daniels was the director, and he brought the orchestra down to Genoa to do this concert. And so it was really from him that the whole idea stemmed, and he will be here. So we're really excited.
That'll be an honor. And the conductor from Reno that you had mentioned, I had read the website that she's doing a program where you can get to the symphony earlier, and she has an education part of the program that tells the people about the music she's going to perform that night. So I think this is smart to educate people on the Philharmonic.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that happens at the Reno Philharmonic has a series that is called, I think it's called the Master Series or something like that, of six concerts and classical music. And it's on Sunday afternoon and Tuesday night. Those two events. And then Laura Jackson, our new director, well, I'm calling her a new director, and she's been here probably 3 or 4 years. Did you see that on the website? I'm not sure.
I didn't see the exact time she's been here.
Yeah, she's been here about 3 or 4 years. And she is so charismatic and so wonderful. She just makes everybody enthusiastic about the music. And as you said, my partner calls it batting practice.
Well, I just thought it was so cool that you
ahead of time.
Go there a little bit earlier, and she'll give you kind of a preview of the program.
Exactly.
For those of us that are kind of like to get there early anyways and kind of see the coming attractions and then get to learn about the music.
Exactly.
Because if you're new to the symphony, the first time you clap and you're the only one that claps, you are in a world of like, well, everyone's done it once though. So I noticed in your program, you said it'll happen, so don't worry about it. But maybe you could come and learn a little about it, the symphony. And worst case scenario, I think it said if to learn when to clap, watch the conductor. If they kind of turn around and bow, or if they get off the stand, clap. Or if everybody else is clapping, you join in. But don't be embarrassed if you're the first one to clap, because we've all done there. The pauses are there. It's just part of the symphonies.
Well, and so often one movement will end with such a enthusiastic sort of ending to that movement, and you just want to clap. And
well, I've been going for about 40 years, and I clap anyways. I don't care. It just grabs my heart, and I've seen symphonies in many countries, and it's the concentration that people playing the music is so good, and you just gotta. I mean, in Genoa at the Mormon station, there's challenges. There's wind, there's sunshine, there's crowd, there's all kinds of things, but they are so good. You think this is like heaven. So I imagine being at the Pioneer place would be awesome.
Yes, indeed, it is wonderful and really excellent sound there, and then you don't have all the distractions that you do, which is fun to be at the park, but you don't have those
if you're
other
gonna get those
distractions.
kids kind of hooked, this is probably the fastest, easiest way to get them involved in a picnic situation where it's just fun with the family and their neighbors.
Absolutely.
How long have you been a volunteer for the Sierra Philharmonic?
I believe it's been about 10 years, and one of my main functions in previous years has been to solicit for donations to our silent auction. And in the past, we have had a silent auction, and we've done very well with it. We are needing to raise more than $34,000, because that's what it costs to bring the Reno Phil down and pay the musicians and set up the sound system and all those things.
Well, they can mail a check or money order to the Sierra Philharmonic League, P.O. Box 234 in Genoa, Nevada 89411. If you want to make a donation, I'm sure it's a write-off, right? They're nonprofit, I bet.
Yes, it's definitely nonprofit, and we would encourage your donations. And also, at the event itself, we do have people going around with donation baskets, and we encourage people to donate at that time. We don't charge anything for the event, but we think that people will be so excited about having this quality music and this wonderful event in their own backyard that they will be wanting to donate.
Actually, you're digging because you got to give them something. I gave them all my gas money. I was like hitchhiking home. It was it's worth it because every penny you give them, you're just lucky to be there, I think. And you should get there and just really appreciate it. If this is the last year at Mormon Station, you're going to have to get there early and make it the best one, because if you have people coming back from the very beginning, it should be like a pretty good farewell party.
Right. Now, by the way, you said it starts at 4:30.
That's what it said in the
And
program.
yes, you are correct. It does start at 4:30. But if you want to get any kind of a nice place to sit, you better get there well in advance.
I heard about 6 a.m.
At 6 a.m., yes, you're right.
You'll get there and you'll have like police tape, this is, they'll have people guarding the spot.
Right.
And then they're starting up the barbecues, they're setting up their little mini bars. It's like a family, family quadrants.
It is.
So it's very competitive. I'm trying to work a deal with y'all to secure a spot for me with my camera for public TV. Well, we're going to talk more about the Philharmonic after a short break, and check out the Mormon Station. You'll be glad you did. Thank you.
Josh Nas. We're out here at North Star, April 3rd, 2013. Jumpsuit fellas down, so having some fun on the rails. Check it out.
Hi, we're back with Linda Sekiguchi, and she's a volunteer for the Sierra Philharmonic. And before we get rolling, I wanted to give out if you want information on the event coming up called Phyllis Lidster, and she can be reached at 775-781-1079, and she can give out more of the particulars, and then you can check out the website as well. I think I just found it under renophilharmonic.com, and it's a good website.
Yes.
You know, I was reading about the clapping,
Oh, yes.
when to applause, and then about all the things they do for the community. It's just a lot of, they're busy people.
For sure.
And
for sure.
as well as, what was the other thing, dress? I think I always like to wear dress, and they said they don't really wear tuxedos as much as the old days, but you can come whatever makes you feel comfortable for your station or something. I forget what it was for dressing casual talk, but it was, whoever worded it really kind of neat.
It is amazing the variety that you see when you go to the concerts up in Reno. And there are some people that are actually formally dressed, and then there are others with their blue jeans. So it's quite a
I just like this
span.
type. This is me, but I'm Midwest. I know probably other people are more casual, but it's to each his own is what the program kind of said.
Right.
And is there any idea of the program besides being patriotic at this point? Do you kind of know some inside information?
Well, as I said, we're having a very special Star Spangled Banner at the beginning with cannons, with a flyover. And then they're doing like American in Paris and different Oh Beautiful and
American in
Battle
Paris is a
Hymn.
good one. Yeah,
Yes.
because we had the movie themes last year, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. And then
Broadway themes last year.
That was it. Battle Hymn of the Republic again, of course, and of course, as you pointed out, the different service songs. That medley of the Army and the Navy and the Air Force.
That's always good.
And having them stand. So that's one on the slate, and I've forgotten what else. Always end with the 1812 overture, which
that's where
is
the
when
guns
the
were supposed to go off.
cannons go off, and they're supposed to go off at a particular time. In the music, I don't know if the cannoneers watch their music or how they determine that it's time to shoot them off. But
The Civil War guys just like to shoot the cannon. They just have a lot of fun. But I remember there's the volunteers. There's many volunteers with the baskets. Go ahead and get. So you can see the baskets. Get your money out and get it in there to support this cause, because this is a biggie. And I could have sworn last year I saw clowns.
yes, we do have clowns.
We have clowns.
Absolutely, we have clowns, face painting. The whole
Well, I used to go to the
bit.
Jackson Philharmonic. We didn't have any clowns there, but but my mom and I used to sell jewelry, and people donate their jewelry from either for whatever reason, and we give them a receipt, and we'd sell that to make donations. It's kind of a good idea, but this by being outside to me is heaven.
Yes,
It's always
yes,
beautiful there. You have the
yes.
shade from the big trees.
Right.
And
Yeah, it's wonderful. Well, this year also we are changing. We're not going to have the auction, the silent auction this year, as we have for probably 29 years. We are going to have a raffle, and we will have big baskets, each of them worth at least $150
Well, that's a
for
good
each
deal.
basket, and it's about 10 baskets. And we're going to have the Pop Squad is going to be going around and selling tickets for the raffle. Some people call this a Chinese auction, but it's where you buy the raffle tickets and then you decide which baskets you would like to have a chance on winning, and you put your ticket in that basket.
Well, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So you have 10 chances if you want to go for 10 different things rather than just one.
Exactly.
I like that.
And one of the things, the tickets will be $5 each, or 5 for $20. And the Pop Squad will be going around selling tickets. But the people have to be sure and write their name on the backs of the ones that they put in the little bowls in front of the baskets.
So write your name on each ticket you buy. So
yes.
remember it now, because when you're out there having fun, you might not remember.
Exactly. And you have to be sure and keep your stubs, because there's two with the same, you have a ticket that you keep and a ticket that you put in. You must produce the ticket that matches the winning one.
Evidence.
So you must keep those tickets.
Well, I must tell you, though, my favorite part is when they announce the guest conductor.
Oh, yes.
The Jason Altieri, the conductor for this event, he's such a ham bone. If he doesn't have you laughing at this, I think last year a nice gal won, and she was just happened to be right up front, and she was conducting, and he was acting like he was jealous and kind of like mad at her, and his facial, it was just right out of a skit of some silent movie. So he's been doing this for many years, I bet, because he's just a ham. He just
he's great. He's really great.
Well, that's what the event is. It's fun, and for some reason, symphonies get a bad rep of being too serious. But this is just fun. It's sun. It's picnics. It's Mormon Station's a beautiful museum as well as
it is
park.
wonderful. Yes.
So, do you have to buy a ticket to become the guest conductor this year?
Yeah, actually, it's included as one of the baskets.
Okay.
And so the basket will include not only conducting the orchestra, but the whole Reno Phil series, tickets for the whole Reno Phil series
they
for
have
next year.
Six shows.
6 shows.
That's awesome. That's a good one.
And not only that, but the basket will include a ticket for the Carson Valley Arts Council shows.
Awesome.
Tickets for those. So it's a season ticket for both.
Well, I want to win that.
Yeah, won't that be great? And then you can get up there and conduct as well. And,
I want to do that.
And show off and
I do that
say,
too.
I have tickets. I have season tickets for both of those wonderful series of events.
Oh, I would love that. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
So you're the one that goes out and gets these prizes too, aren't you? One
Yeah,
of the people?
well, I have been in the past. This year they've had a couple like that is in charge of. There's a big basket that is called Gateway to Carson Valley. And
That's a good one.
It has restaurant coupons and overnight and that sort of thing. And then there's Gateway to Tahoe, and they have boat rides and things like that in that one. And then there's a kids basket. I can't remember all of the baskets, but they sound really fun.
It's always be hard to make a decision on what to buy
Exactly.
or what to put your ticket in. So I hope you
Yeah.
have. I'll be there early.
Yes, yes. I think I heard somewhere that one of the baskets had like $1,500 worth of stuff in it.
Oh,
I thought,
wow.
whoa.
But some of them average 150, and all of a sudden one's for 1,500.
Yeah, yeah.
I might be buying some tickets that day.
I think, yes, it might be a good plan. In fact, my partner even said he might go for the conducting because it has the season tickets in it for Reno Phil and also the Carson Valley Arts Council.
Well, to be honest, I was so excited after reading your website that I volunteered. You can volunteer right online from that website.
Great.
And I thought, well, it said office. What are you good at? Well, I could probably stuff envelopes or something. And so get excited. Go to the
Sure.
website and see what they do for kids and education,
Sure.
and bring your kids to Mormon Station, watch this event, because celebrate the last event at Mormon Station. It's a biggie.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, we are encouraging people to bring cash.
Cash is good. Cash is good.
Like a $20 bill will buy you 5 tickets. But cash is good not only for the raffle and for the donations, but you can write a check or you can use a credit card, and people will be there for you to be able to do that. It's a little more time consuming, and we just would encourage people that the cash would be a better plan. And by the way, you said that it starts at 4:30, but the park opens at 10 o'clock, and I think they'll already have ticket sales going at that time.
Oh, yeah.
T-shirt sales and so on. And, there will be all manner of activities with
Well,
the things that I mentioned.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
the picnic's now early. It's an all-day affair. I'm
Absolutely.
just trying to let you know when the music starts.
Yes,
But
that
get
music.
there early, because it's, last year I watched the symphony in Minden, and then I drove to the symphony in Genoa and did both of them.
Wow.
So I had a good day of music.
You
And
certainly did.
I should have got to Genoa earlier because I was like boxed out of where I wanted to be. So this year I'm going to be there at 10. I'll be there early getting all my stuff, and that's just the way to go. And
Yeah.
but I also was going to throw out this donation thing earlier, or again. It's the Sierra Philharmonic League, P.O. Box 234, Genoa, Nevada, 89411. And then, like I said, check out the website. If you see it, you want to volunteer.
Thank
I
you.
know there's something I can do.
Right,
I don't know what
exactly.
it is. I thought maybe I
Okay.
could do something marketing like this, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
If this isn't as exciting, maybe I could stuff envelopes.
Sure.
But
Okay. Yeah.
the thing is to get the kids involved, and this is
Right.
the perfect event for it.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we're down to about 2 more minutes. Is there anything you want to talk about to join the Sierra Philharmonic, or what it's meant to you?
Well, I do want to say that this is our last concert, and I think that's unfortunate, and all of us are quite sad about that. But it is a necessity because of the instruments being out in the weather, and that can often be damaging to the instruments, etc. And so unfortunately, we no longer will have this event. So we encourage people to come and enjoy the very last one, the 30th, and we're going to have a great time, and we just hope that everybody will come and participate and have fun.
Well, I'll still be a volunteer for the helping the Reno people, but I can understand because the weather is tough here on instruments and things like that. But let's go out with a bang and have some fun.
Absolutely.
So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye, and thank you, Linda, for being on Nevada Trails. I really
Thank
do
you.
appreciate it. So I
Thank
look
you.
forward to getting some help on volunteering, and maybe you'll be in charge of keeping me busy.
Okay, maybe I can put you to work.
Well, Linda is a volunteer, and you've done quite a good job, so thank you for being on Nevada Trails.
Thank you.
And then go out to Genoa and support the last event in Genoa and have fun and enjoy it. It's been Michael Smith reporting for Nevada Trails. Thank you.